everyone. Today we'll be learning about the concept of synchronous optical network, that is SONET. It's an important question in the exam point of view, where one or the other question for 5 marks it will be asked. Okay, synchronous optical network. What it means is, first we'll see the contents which we will be covering today. So the contents are introduction, the SONET system, SONET frame, layers, network and advantages that we will be discussing. So what is SONET? It's an optical network. So when you are said to be considering the today's network, it is said to be a optical network where the light energy which will be emitted from the devices which transfers the information at a faster rate. So the SONET, it is said to be using the concept of an light emitting energy, the prism technology, where it can divert the information into multiple segments. That is said to be your SONET. Okay, SONET has two formats. One is the SONET, which is said to be an optical network, which was introduced by ANSI and which was mainly introduced by the USA and the Europe. And it was also said to be having an hierarchy. It comes from an hierarchy, you can say, synchronous digital hierarchy from the ITU, International Telecommunication Union, which has set certain standards to use the concept of SONET. Okay, so this SONET, it consists of three parts. One is signals, devices and your connections it is said to be having. Okay, the signals are nothing but the electrical signals which are being generated, and they are said to be corresponded with the help of the carriers which carry the information from one end to another end. Carriers are nothing but the devices which were helpful to carry the information from one end to another end. Your physical medium is nothing but your carrier. Okay, it uses the synchronous transport mode. Synchronous transport mode is nothing but both the end it will be corresponding and communicating with each other. The SONET signals, it may be the optical carriers 1, 3, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, and it uses the synchronous transmission technique which uses, and the synchronous modes, transport modes which are being used at different levels from 1 to 16 and 1 to 48 in electrical signals. And the bandwidth, it ranges from 51 to 2488 till the end. It ranges with the bandwidth in the SONET system. Okay, the SONET system has various devices. It has three signals and it has three various devices which are being used: multiplexer, a demultiplexer, regenerator, ad-hoc multiplexer and terminals. What are the use of these which we will be discussing is the SONET diagram. Mainly you have to write this diagram when it is being explained. It has the various terminals, it has the multiplexer, it has the demultiplexer. Many to one it will be converted by the multiplexer, and many to one it will be converted by the multiplexer, and one to many it will be converted by the demultiplexer. In between, if I want to add the signals, it can be added through the help of the add drop multiplexer. It is ADM is nothing but add drop multiplexer, and regenerators, they regenerate the signals. Okay, and here multiplexer, it's nothing but it will be having multiple signals which are being generated, the electrical signals which are being generated. Okay, the optical signals, those are said to be corresponding to the electrical signals, are very minute and they are said to be handled very carefully. Those are said to be your what the STS multiplexer and demultiplexers. As we discussed, multiplexers, one many to one it will convert, and demultiplexer one to many it will be converted. And regenerators are used to generate the signals at a higher rate, make the signal strength to a higher rate. It will be converted through the help of the regenerators. Okay, then this add drop multiplexer, as I said, I can insert or remove the signals in between when the information is being passed. That is said to be your add drop multiplexer. This SONET system, it will be having the wavelengths from many systems. It will be adding the signals to the multiplexer, and its add drop multiplexer, it will be removing or adding the signals in between, and multiple wavelengths are being created through the help of the SONET. And it will be having multiple terminals, those terminals to which the SONET gets communicated, and those terminals are nothing but the devices, printers, the it may be the systems, it may be the phones, or nothing but they are said to be following the SONET systems only, which are called as the terminals. Okay, then Then you have the connections. The connections are said to be having three parts. One is said to be the sections which are being divided in between when the information is being passed. And lines are nothing but two multiplexers. The one for adding, one for removing. That multiplexer is there. And the path which provides the path through which the information is being passed. The physical mediums are nothing but the paths. Okay, so the SONET layers has four layers. One is said to be a path, line, section and photonic layer. This path is responsible for the movement of the information from one end to another end, which is called as the path. And line is nothing but the line layer, which is responsible for moving the signal in that particular line only. Path, it chooses the route. Line, it provides the phase in which the information has to be transferred from one end to another end. The add drop multiplexers will help you out in adding and removing the signals from the line. The sections are nothing but the section layer. It will be dividing the information when it is traveling into sections so that it can easily handle the errors and control the errors. And photonic layer, it will help you out in considering which type of line coding is being used. Here one of the line coding which is being used is NRZ encoding. It is used the passing of information in zeros and ones format. Okay. The SONET frame, it's a structure which uses the combination of 90 rows, 9 rows by 90 into n columns, n number of columns, which considers 9 rows, 9 into 90 like rows will be there in the SONET in which the information passes. And the SONET frame, it carries only the digitized information. The ones and zeros, it will be carried by the SONET. Okay, and the payload is nothing but all the load to which the information is being put into and from where the information is being stored, and it will be removed and sent to the other end in the payload. Okay, so this is also a structure of the SONET frame. It has the section, it has the line, it has the payload, it has the STS. SPE is nothing but the extension of your synchronous protocol, whichever it is there. Okay, and as I said, it consists of 90 columns. Okay, 9 rows, 90 columns it will be considered. Okay, this SONET frame, the information is being passed from left to right. Okay, the information is being passed from left to right, from top to bottom. It will be considering the information which is being passed in bytes. Okay, and it considers nearly, when the information is being passed, it considers 8,000 frames are being prepared when the information which is being traveling at a time. In 1 second, 8,000 frames are being prepared when the SONET works. Okay, SONET layers, as I said, all the 4 layers it works, and it will be doing its own task to do the work. And the SONET network, it has various network concept. One is it is using linear, ring and mesh network. Linear uses point to point and multi-point. Then UPSR, BLSR and mesh topology is being considered here. So what is point to point is nothing but from one multiplexer to another multiplexer. Only one-to-one communication is there. One system to another system, the information travels. That is said to be a point-to-point network through the help of the multiplexers and the demultiplexers. Okay, and here multi-point is nothing but it can consider multiple points to travel. It can add and drop multiplexer. In previous one you cannot have add and drop multiplexer, but in multi-point you need a add and drop multiplexer when you are information it travels in multiple terminals at a time. Okay, and it uses this SONET network the concept of 1+1 APS. APS is nothing but you need a automatic protection switching concept. So whenever the information is being traveling, it may have protection lines which protects your data to be moved from one end to another end. So 1+1 APS, it considers only one protection line at a time. Okay, 1-to-1 APS from one system to another system. Here also you have a protection line which covers both the ends. In the reverse, one is said to be your work line, another one is reverse line. In between you have the protection line which covers both the ends to protect both the working line and the reverse line which is reverting the information. And one to many since you have multiple terminals to be covered, and since you have multiple lines information is being traveling, it should have multiple protection lines at a time. Okay, and next, SONET network, it is using the concept of UPSR, unidirectional path switching ring. Okay, unidirectional path switching ring is the information travels in only one direction, and it will be coming and stopping there where the information travels. So network, it uses the two rings when you consider the bidirectional concept. Two rings is helpful. Why? Because when the information, when it is traveling in one end, it takes, one is delay, another one is once again it cannot revert back. So in the network, it is important that you use a BLSR which moves in both the direction. One is to send and one is to receive. Or if one fails, the other, it is said to be working at the other end. So BLSR is important. And mesh topology, as you know, so it can get connected to multiple. One dedicated point can have connection to two other points. That is said to be your mesh topology. So one point connected to other two systems, one it may send and one may another receive. Like that, it may be having mesh network is nothing but it may have communication with two dedicated points only. Okay, here it is getting connected to this one plus this one, this one plus this one, this one plus this one. Only dedicated 2 points is said to be there in the mesh network, which uses the concept of virtual circuits that we will be discussing in the next session. Okay, and some of the advantages are there in the SONET. One is said to be a reduced network complexity. Nothing but it reduces the information which travels at a higher rate. The complexity is reduced since I am covering only a few systems at a time. And flexibility, it can use the topologies which are said to be flexible. It may be one to one, it may be one to many, it may be a mesh network which follows here in SONET. It has a higher data rate, data transferred is very higher, and efficient management of bandwidth is being used. It doesn't waste the bandwidth here, the SONET, and it has a protection bandwidth. It protects the data when it is being traveled from one end to one end or one to many. It protects the frequency of the signals. Okay, so today's concept you have learned about the SONET, which is important one in the aspect of exams. Okay, thank you.